Hi, this is JAC Entertainment. We're doing day 2 of Diablo level farming for the Diablo boss fight. We're level 32 now, and we got to get 8 more levels. Please follow. It does help the channel. We're on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube if you have YouTube. It's the same name on YouTube. We do have a Amazon wish list. If there's any games that you want us to do, be free to basically go on the Amazon wish list. Leave a comment if there's any games that you want us to do. But please subscribe on YouTube. Also, we have a patron thing on YouTube. And I'm gonna show you some different levels that you can get leveled up on. We're doing a necromancer summoning build, and basically it's a 3-button rotation now. You don't go through near as much mana. Also, we're trying to get to, once we get to level 60 something, then we'll be putting in some different gear, and I'll show you all that too. So I hope everybody's having a good night, but please follow. It does help the channel. And let's get started. I'm just putting my chat thing up. Alright, we're in Act 5 right now. Basically what we've got, this is our summoning build. This is an important part of the summoning build, that basically this also, when we kill an enemy or something like that, we can revise it as a minion for us. Also, basically, if you have a group of enemies, you can do corpse explosion. The radius on the corpse explosion grows. It does the same amount of damage the whole time, but it just grows. The radius just grows. So that's one thing you want to do. And the curses that we're using is the amplified damage, the weakening, and the Iron Maiden. So those three buttons need to be hotkeyed on your spells. Also, basically, your magic find needs to be to 350 to 400. 400 being the max, or you're just wasting points into it. Also, our character is level 32, and his magic find is up to 228 at level 32. So we can pretty much find a bunch of magic stuff and everything else and everything. This is our stamina, this is our life, this is our mana, this is our attack power, this is how much damage we do. This is basically, you want to get your dexterity probably about, when you max your level out, probably up to like maybe 50. I'll have a final build number on that once we get to 99. So, and I will also have the gear that you will be running at level 99. Also, just to let you know, when you get to level 36, this is the wand that you're going to be using for in-game. And basically, you see it adds +2 to summoning skills, +2 to rise skeleton, +3 to skeleton, +3 to skeleton mastery. That's going to be your in-game wand. You won't need another wand after that. Once you can take that all the way through Nightmare and Hell and farm with it and everything else, but you got to get to level 36 to get it. Alright, so what we're going to do, these are what they call hotkeys down here. You push your L2 button, I've got the golems on the bottom one, then I've got the 3 spell rotation and the skeleton mastery on the top key. So what we're going to do is we're going to rise the blood golem. Also, basically, when you get to him, you will basically eventually use the iron golem, which is right here. The iron golem and everything else, he basically, he's really good and everything, and basically he'll just tank everything and takes a lot of pressure off your skeletons and stuff like that. So he's a good, you need to get him. But you need to get the iron golem, and you need to get the rise skeleton mage in order to get the revise. Because see, the tree's going this way and then down here, so you need to get the blood golem, then the iron golem, and then basically then you can have the revise. Right now I can rise 3 of the minions, 3 minions. I can rise 3 minions. But first, before you rise any minions, you want to get your skeletons up. You got to get your skeletons up. So that's important. You get your skeletons up, then you can get your minions up. Now you can rise the minions up. Make sure you get your mana up. See, I'm getting the minions up now. Now I have 3 of the minions. Now I have everybody. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go fight Mephisto. Because we get a lot of XP in Act 3. You get a lot of XP. So alright, now everybody's got we got everybody. So we're going to go to Act 3, and then we're going to go down here to the down here. Alright. And see, the minions will follow you. So that's a good thing. So see, all the minions basically just take everything apart. Our helper is the one that's basically giving us that boost. So now basically and now I'm using the weakening spell. See, they're good minions. They can fire everything. They can fire at everything. Now we'll rise the iron golem. level 3. Alright, so what we're going to do, and that is we're going to go down to level 3. We lost all our minions. So what we're going to do is we're going to level 3, and then basically we'll get some more minions. Actually, you got 2 of them. We had 3 of them. So we're going to use our own people against them. And it says we can rise him up, but I don't see how we can. They got all our minions. And now we're rise. Yeah. Alright. Now we're gonna go fight Mephisto. What we got. You take one of those guys out to bring another one up. Oh, I didn't see where he was. But you get the idea now. The goal is basically work on killing the ads behind him, and then work on Mephisto, so he just basically, they're going to kill your golem, and then basically work on that, and then you can take out Mephisto with everybody. That's what the goal is. And you can basically take out Mephisto, and then basically just down him really fast. And that's what you want to do. But sometimes they put way too many ads in there, and sometimes they got more elites in there than they do than the boss. A nightmare in hell. Yeah, it gets pretty bad. Also, the other thing is, and that is, that in a situation like I should have, and that is, I should have put a portal up. and I didn't. So, but I put one right there. I'm gonna rise both of these guys up. And we're gonna get our body back. Which we did. Alright. Refill your bag, your belt. He won't come down. He won't come down in here. That's the one place he won't come. He stays in his chamber. He won't come any further than that. So, what you want to do, and that is you want to basically go back to town. Pick you up some more minions and skeletons and stuff like that. Refill your mana. Always have 2 mana pots in reserve. And then you come down and either get the demon guys, these guys right here. These guys are really good to basically those guys are good to basically be a minion, or the guys that I have, or the other guys that put fire on the ground. Those 3 are the really good, or those guys right there. Sometimes you can't tell your minions from alright, now basically and rise to golem. So you can they pretty much tear everything apart. Now you have all 3 of those guys now. Now you can go back to Mephisto. Also, if you fill up there, then basically it refills your life, all that stuff. And since you got a portal up, you just go back here to right there. Always put a portal up right there. You can pick pick everything up once you kill Mephisto. This is about where you want to be with them. I just keep weakening them. And there you go. And see, they'll finish, because if you kill them right here in this little area where I'm running around, right, you won't pull the rest of those ads back here. So that's the point I'm trying to make. And that's pretty much what you want to do with Mephisto, is you want to basically, you got to just breathing on them. Sometimes you don't even need the golem, but it's nice to have the golem for a backup. On boss fights, you're just going to be pushing your R1 button if that's your hotkey for your weakening. You know, that's pretty much what you want to do. You just want to keep weakening them. So basically, you can so basically, you just weaken him, and your minions and everybody else last longer. That's pretty much what you do on that. Is you're just weakening them. Amplify damage and then weaken. What I'm going to do, that is, since I'm gathering stuff, I'm going to put the portal right there. Everything's dead. Now, if you want to, also another good place to get XP is you can go where I got those minions at. You can go there, and you can go all the way up to Diablo's chambers. Just don't touch any of the seals and kill everything there. That way, basically, you can kill everything right there, up to his seals, and then walk back out, or take a portal back to town. So that way, basically, because that is Act 4, so, and it has a lot of XP if you feel comfortable with that. So you can do that too. But the only reason why I'm fighting Mephisto is because he has a chance to drop a piece of gear that we do need for our build. And there's another boss that has a chance to drop a piece of gear that has a chance. That's why basically we're farming those bosses. I mean, we're getting XP at the same time, but you know, that's why basically, you know. And the other one is the Countess, which I'll show you where she is. Hope everybody's having a good night. And here's where the Countess is. And like I said, please follow. It does really help. Please subscribe on YouTube. It really has helped. So I'm just going to bring the golem up. Now I'll have everybody up. The only thing you cannot do on the minions is elites, champions, or whatever, anything. You can do everything on. You can rise everything else, but you can't rise elites and champions. So, I want you to know that. That's very crucial information. Yeah, it's just basically just sitting here just farming levels. That's all you're doing until you get to like level 40, because you can't kill Diablo right now. And what you want to do is you want to basically, when a bunch of people like that, that's when you use Corpse Explosion. When they're gathered up like that, that's when the best time to use Corpse Explosion, because it's going to damage everybody that's near that. So when they're bunched up together, whatever your button is for Corpse Explosion, that's when you hit it. So now we're going to level 3, I think. Oh, level 3. And rise these dark art. There we go, we got them all. Now we got us a little army over here. I mean, we got 3 of the minions, and then we got 3 skeletons, and then we got a helper, and then we got 2 of the skeletons and a golem. Pretty big army. I mean, eventually, when you get 99, you can have 100 skeletons running around. And you can have literally just 100 of everything running around. You can have 100 stuff running around. That's why the Necromancer's so good. And that's one reason why everybody wants to level him and play the Necromancer. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I love about the Necromancer. And he can farm everything for your other characters, your alts and stuff like that. And that way, basically, you're sitting there getting another alt up and everything. You want the rejuvenation potions, because that's eventually what you're going to be using. Eventually, you'll go from, and once you get 3 of those rejuvenation potions, then basically you basically make 3 of those and take 3 of those, and then basically turn those into a big one. And then after you do the big one, then you basically that'll replenish 100 of your life and 100 of your mana. So when we get to this door, we're going to take a portal back to town. And empty our bags. Alright. And you don't need no small potions because you're using the greater potions right now. If you want more gold, then basically I have something that basically will get you more gold. But you take your Roderick Cube, and then basically you take your 3 of these rejuvenation potions, and then you make the big one, 100% life, 100% mana. So you can carry 12 of them. Carry 12. So yeah, that's why it's so nice to have those. And so that's basically, you stockpile those, and basically when you get enough to basically go after a big boss or something like that, then basically you're not even worried about, you still have to play it cool, but you don't basically, you're not as worried about stuff as much because you got those healing potions in your belt, and you know that one of those healing potions is going to heal your life all the way to full. So you just get into a safe spot, and basically you basically just heal up. But in all the boss fights, always put a portal up. Always put a portal up. That way you can come back right there and everything else. And that way basically you don't have to run all the way back. If you put a portal up in the boss room or whatever, then basically, and if you die, at least it's a little bit easier to get your body if you die. So that way basically you can just take your portal from town and it's right there. So that's one thing about it. And the Countess is over here. She's over here. There she is. There she's dead. She dropped a bunch of ruins. See what I mean by that? This chest does not open. I mean, I have keys right here, but the chest doesn't open, so don't even worry about that chest. Just make sure you kill everything. There we go. And that level's done. And that level's done. And you just made much more gold. And you got 2 more rejuvenation potions. So now, basically, you can take those rejuvenation potions and make you a big one. Take your Roderick Cube out. And how to get to a Roderick Cube and everything is in the previous videos. I showed you all how to get that and everything else. In all the previous videos. They're on YouTube and they're on Twitch. So you can watch them over if you're not sure about something. You can rewatch Act 1 through 4. up to Diablo. Eventually you'll have a bunch of these. That's another thing you're farming too, is rejuvenation potions. Because you're going to need the rejuvenation potions when you get to Hell, Nightmare, all that stuff. You're going to need these. Not necessarily right now, but eventually you will need those. And just put your Roderick Cube down here in the corner. And if you want to, you can rinse and repeat and go back to Act 5, which we can do that. Or Act 4, sorry. Act 4. We're not in Act 5 yet. Act 5 is Baal. Need six of those. Make sure you keep your town portals full. And have a reserve of mana. I know a boss we can go kill. I don't think he'll drop anything, but we can go kill him. He's over here. He's in this area. He's in this area. I mean, I don't think he'll drop what I need, but so the two champions right there, and all I'm doing is weakening them. Superman. Did our helper die? I think our helper died, so we gotta go get him. Oh, and your helper does get expensive. Your helper does get expensive. 7,200. Yep, he did die. Alright, so we're good. Oh, damn. That's what you rise those guys up. Get those guys up. If you got a skeleton and stuff like that, they'll help you get your skeletons back up. So yeah, they'll help you get all that back up. So that way, basically, you can get all your minions up. Now you got 3 of those minions. So now you got the 3 good minions too. That's a good thing. Those guys are real good. Anybody that shoots stuff like that, basically, like they do, they can stand there, they can use their breath, man. That's really good. So I mean, that's really good. So I mean, you see, they get there before the skeletons do. So you're using their own thing against them. And you're using that against them in the game. You're getting XP, so that's the most important thing. I always come over to the repair guy after that, and after we died that one time, and then repair your armor. There you go. Oh yeah, the ring goes. That's a pretty good ring. That's a pretty good ring. So we have one minion left. Now we have all three of them back. See what I mean by they let you get your mana up, they let you get all that back up. And all you do is stand back and put curses on everybody. And do the corpse explosion. That's all you do. Because if you stand back here, nothing, and if you've mapped everything out from behind you, then nothing's gonna come up behind you and kill you. That's why it's so crucial to map everything out while you're playing the game, because the simple reason stuff will come running up behind you and just one-shot you. It could one-shot you. Could be an elite, could be a champion, could be anything. So that's why it's so crucial to map it all out. So what we're doing is, and the buff that you see under my feet, my skeletons and everything is the helper's buff. He gives everybody that's on his team a buff. So that's pretty cool. There we go. Now revise those guys up. Now we got all three of those minions. So if you stand back far enough to basically do the corpse explosion, it saves your guys. It doesn't do anything to your guys. It only does it to the enemies. Make sure you're far enough back so they can't breathe. And then bam. trying to get behind me. So that's what happens when basically that's what I was talking about. And he killed all the skeletons and the golem. And 2 minions. And 1 minion, sorry. 1 minion. But there's another one right there. So you got your guy back. The minions die, they're easy to get back. Your life is not easy to get back. Because then you gotta run all the way back or something like that. And everything else. So, alright, we're gonna go down here. That's interesting. Those guys are interesting characters. So you just do the corpse explosion. And voila. Get your 3 minions up. You can rise that guy up if you want to. Which might be better. Oh, you got one of the lightning guys. I got one of the lightning guys. Cool. See what I mean? By basically, you just tear everything apart with this build. It's just crazy. It's really crazy on that. It's almost too easy, isn't it? It looks too easy. After you get all this stuff, basically, it just gets. And then you run back. Corpse explosion. Corpse explosion. Corpse explosion. It takes a lot of health off of them. Between the minions and stuff like that. Now we're gonna refill our mana. That's one of the reasons why basically I carry extra mana. When you're farming, basically, it's nice to carry extra mana. Now we'll go back to town because we gotta empty our bags. Maybe about 1 mana pots. Alright. Always make sure you keep 20 portals. I thought I had more in my bag than I thought I did, but oh well. Don't have a purple. You do get one respec after that. Then basically you need these essence. You need 4 essence to make this thing right here a token, and that resets all your skill points, all your points, everything, and then basically you can respec. Just thought I'd let you know that. Okay, so basically go back out in the world. There we go, now we got 3 of them. Once you get that iron golem up, then you can get him up. As soon as he's available, get him up. You want that guy up as fast as possible. But look at the beating he's taking, and basically they're hardly doing anything to him. And he just gets his life back once the fight's over. All the lightning that we have, man, it's crazy, isn't it? And then just do corpse explosion, and then fill your mana back up. Go to the next group and do corpse explosion. The corpse explosion does help your golem stay alive. It does help a lot, because when you do the corpse explosion, basically it's taking pressure off of that golem, and it's taking pressure off of your whole party. So I mean, that's the thing you gotta understand, and that's the one thing that basically you gotta understand. Say there's I'd say me a mana pot. So yeah, when you can get all your enemies in a bunch of enemies together, then basically what you want to do is you want to do your rotation. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to do the rotation, amplify damage, then you want to basically weaken them, and then I don't feel bad about getting the extra mana pots, because simple reason, basically you will go through a lot of mana doing the corpse explosion. and your minion counter is up on the top left-hand side. So, see, it says three of those blue things right there. So that's the minions. I just call them minions. See, that's what you can do. You can just refill your mana pods and stuff like that and everything. So what I mean by that corpse thing takes a lot out of them. Alright, moving along. You don't want to stand in that because basically that'll kill you. Alright, so double check your skeletons. The golem's still up. You don't know which this is that boss I was telling you about. So what you want to do, and that is, get the skeletons in there. And since he's basically immune to magic, so to speak, I only have one minion. I only have two. And the minions will tank for you. Take some pressure off that golem for you. See, he's not even worried about me, and I'm behind him. And he is almost dead. There you go. He only dropped gold. That gold is worth a lot. I mean, you got to think about it this way. That's one thing that basically you do, and that is in a situation like that. Let the guy you just rose tank the guy, and it saves your golem. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Just let him do it, because they. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And you don't know which mage skeleton you're going to get, so in a situation like that, you have three options. You can either get the poison one, or you can get the fire, or the lightning. So you don't know which one you're going to get. So it's totally random. It's totally random. And just do the corpse explosion. See what I mean by the radius on the corpse explosion? Boom. Look at that. You just basically just killed like 4 guys in one corpse explosion. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, corpse explosion. Bam. That's what I mean. So you can take those guys out really fast. Now what you're going to do is you want to refill your thing. I haven't really dropped anything. The trash hasn't really dropped anything. So, if you want to kill Mephisto and the Countess again, you have to restart the exit and come back in, so to speak. It like resets it. So, yeah. So, just let you know that. And you do this until you hit level 40. Until you hit level 40. And just keep going. That's best. Until you, if you get your friends in there with you, it makes the enemies a little bit tougher. So you do get a little bit more XP. Please follow. It does help the channel. Please subscribe over on YouTube. Become a patron on YouTube. And if there's any other games that you want me to do, be free to leave a comment in the description on YouTube, or leave a comment in chat. We're going to be doing a lot of games and everything else. We got the new Star Wars Lego coming out next month, so I'll be doing that. We're going to finish Valhalla, the DLC on that, and I'm going to show you how to get all the trophies on that. And I did a trophy guide on some of the trophies on Valhalla, and basically this is a long game. This is going to be a long game, so yeah, you just got to get to a certain level before you can fight Diablo, because he'll just one-shot the skeletons or one-shot the golem, and so you got to have those minions that I've been the revive people. You got to have those people to go basically kill Diablo. So that's what we're going for, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue getting. When we get to level 40, then we're going to go kill Diablo, and then basically then we'll move on to Act 5, and then I'll kill Baal, and then we'll do it all over again on Nightmare, and keep going. It's a little bit harder, a little bit tougher. I will be doing a guide on hardcore, and I'm gonna play the Necromancer on hardcore. That way, basically, that way you can we can do a necromancer and basically just do all that and everything. So yeah, I will be doing a necromancer on hardcore after we get to 99 on here. I'll be doing a necromancer on hardcore. And the levels that I would basically worry about, and that is you can go all the way to the River of the Flame, all the way to Diablo's Chamber, and don't touch any of the seals, because if you can touch all but one. Leave one alone, and then basically once you kill all the trash, you get XP from that. You can come out of town right here, map it all out, and kill the trash there. Mephisto is another one that you can get good. That's a boss that drops one of the pieces of gears that you're looking for, and the countess and the spider chick right here, and the countess is right there. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this little farming video, and keep farming. You got to get to level 40. I'm playing it every day so I can get to level 40 so I can show you how to kill Diablo. I do want to show you how fast Diablo will go down once we get the minions up, and once we get enough minions to go in there and basically do it. What we want to do, and that is the next skill point, we probably will get another point in this, in our mages. So we have 3 mages, skeletons, and then get all our points into the revive. So let's see, that's 6. So that would probably give me like 9 minions and 3 mages, 1 golem, and 4 of the skeletons. So that's 4. That's 5. That's 8. And that's 17. That's 17, 18 with the helper. That's 18 people killing Diablo at level 40. Yeah, that's a lot of people. He should go down. And you got 18 people. You got more than 18 people killing Tarasha at Nightmare. So yeah, it's gonna be. But please follow. It does help. Subscribe on YouTube. Become a patron. Leave a comment on YouTube to basically figure out what game you want us to play, and go on our Amazon wish list. Check if there's a game that you want us to play. Let us know in the comment what it is. We'll see if we have it. If we don't, you can go on the Amazon wish list and take care of it, and we'll show you what you're having problems with. We tell the truth here. Everything is truthful. We're honest at JACE Entertainment. Keep farming, keep fighting a good fight, and I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good night. Bye.